Do your customers really understand what you're selling? I'm Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. This is the Sales Hunter podcast. And this, what we're talking about here today is that you may think you're selling one thing, but your customers are perceiving and seeing something else. I'm going to unpack that right after this.
You're listening to the Sales Hunter podcast with Mark Hunter, where the focus is to help you as a sales leader sell with confidence and integrity. And now here's your host.
I'm going to challenge you that your customers really don't know exactly what it is that you sell. Here's the deal. You wake up in the morning and you know what you sell. You know what you have. You live and breathe it 24/7. You believe in your product. You believe in everything. But the problem is the message gets confused. Let me share you an example. I was recently looking for some software to solve a problem that we had in my company. So I go out now on the internet and I'm doing some research. You know how customers do research before they pick up the phone and call a salesperson. And I found some websites, looked at it, and got one interpretation as to what the software would do. Ultimately, reached out to a salesperson, and they in turn walked me through something completely different. Now, don't think that I'm not a little bit confused. And you know what's interesting? A confused customer does not buy. You see, here's the whole thing. What I was seeing on the website was a whole context of generalities. And then the salesperson was diving into specifics, but not the specifics I was looking for. You see, there was no clarity in the message. This is the single biggest, well, not the single biggest, one of the biggest problems we have in sales. And that is we don't have clarity. Well, we may think we have clarity, but it's irrelevant as to what we think. It's what our customers believe. You see, here's what you got to stop and ask yourself. If I can't describe in 20 seconds or less how what I sell is going to benefit you, then there's no clarity. And oh, by the way, if the customer can't play that back to me in 10 seconds or less, they didn't understand it at all. You see, we have to simplify our message. We get too caught up because we know so much. We want to share so much. We want to share everything. We want the customer to see how brilliant we are. And what do? We actually wind up short-circuiting the process. What we got to do is we got to take a step back and understand, what is the customer really looking for? You see, many times what the customer is looking for is only a small element of what it is that we offer. You see, but we offer this grandiose solution, but really what the customer is looking for is one small piece, the outcome that is specific to them. And if we don't take our time to understand that, we don't know. And this is why I'm going to say, you do not define your value prop based off what it is that you sell. I was on a sales website the other day, and what I saw blew me away. It listed all these benefits. They weren't benefits, they were features. They were literally features. Hey, when you buy from us, you get this, this, this. It doesn't tell me how that's going to benefit me. It's great stuff. It's cool. It's like the freebie stuff that gets added in, but it doesn't help me understand how it's going to help me. You see, we have to, the clarity of the message has to be on the outcome. And I'm going to challenge you to look at the reasons as to why your customers are buying from you. Why are they buying? And hone in on just that very tight, specific outcome. You may have to have a different value prop for each outcome you create. I was talking with a salesperson this morning. We were going through just this very issue. Because depending on where they're selling in an organization, the outcome is different. The risk factor is different. All of the indicators are different. So the message has to be different. But if we don't create clarity to the person we're speaking to, then wow. And I'm going to challenge us that what we, the sales community, get too caught up in are the features. And we're not focused in on the benefits. What does it all come down to? It really comes down to being able to create clarity with the customer. And to create clarity means we have to ask questions. You see, we have to be asking more questions to be helping the customer to understand. No, to help us understand what the customer is looking for. Oh, by the way, as we're asking those questions, it will challenge the customer to clarify what they're looking for. But stop and ask yourself this question. The last presentation that you made, how much information did you really know about the customer? I mean, really know about the customer? Or did you just start, boom, going in, presenting everything we got? The proverbial capabilities presentation. And I still see them being done. I talk to marketing departments all the time, and they're proud of their they're proud of their capabilities presentation. Customers don't care. See, confused customers do not buy. A confused customer may still take your meeting, your initial meeting. But if you're in a sales process that takes 2, 3, 4, 5 sales calls, and they don't understand clearly the outcome you create, then they're just going to pass. They're going to move on to something else because there's plenty of options out there. There are plenty of other things. Clarity helps you win the sale. Hey, my name is Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. What I'm walking you through is what I call the 7 C's. And the C we talked about today was clarity. If you don't know all 7 of them, check out last week's episode where I unpack all 7. Just kind of briefly walk through. But this is the first one, clarity. I'm going to walk you through all of them because I'm absolutely adamant at helping you simplify your message to where it resonates faster and better with your customers. My name is Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. This is the Sales Hunter podcast. And do me a favor, would you leave a review? Hey, leave a review on your favorite podcast app. Oh, you're not subscribing to the podcast? Make sure you do, because that way you don't miss a single episode. 2 episodes a week. One, a short one like this, and second one, a longer one, where we do a deep dive with a subject matter expert. My name is Mark Hunter, and what is it about? It's about providing you with the tools to help others see and achieve what they didn't think was possible. And you know what? That's what I've been doing here today. Great selling.